Hey, shout out to Sister Barbara Choice. She sent me a clip for the Boxing Voice where somebody was saying that on there that Errol Spence is saying that it's his last fight with PBC, which makes a lot of sense. That he's trying to sell himself to other promoters, this being his last fight on PBC, and that he basically saying that PBC is on life support. Right? He said, you know, what side of the fence you on, like it or not, PBC is on life support, and that that basically the three biggest promoters in the game are pursuing, the PBC fighters, and they coming through like vultures and starting to pick them off one by one. Even though Jaleel Hackett was a Mayweather promotion fighter, same thing. He left for Eddie Hearn. There was rumors about Gary Anton Russell, but he stayed with Al Heyman or whatever. So at the end of the day, that's a real thing. I told y'all they was in trouble. I've been telling y'all that. Told y'all Errol had been left Derrick James last October. Told y'all Jamel was leaving Ronnie Shields as well. And a lot of y'all just don't want to believe me no matter how many times I'm right. And that's cool. I really ain't trying to convince y'all. I'm trying to give y'all the 411 and a real on this shit. And I have a proven track record. But nonetheless, now it makes sense. And like I said before, I'm open-minded. I listen to everybody, you know, opinion, whatever. So for the most part, it makes sense that basically he's saying this is his last fight with PBC. I don't know if he was talking about it was his last fight with Fundora, or he was retiring because the Fundora offer wasn't ready. That's Paco. Paco, stop. It's Paco. The Fundora offer wasn't right. I don't know exactly. Paco. Stop. Come on, Paco. Come on. Come on. Come on. Move. Not Pato. Paco. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. But yeah, man. You can get off me now. but yeah, so my bad. But yeah, so it make a lot of sense. It'll make a lot of sense. It make a lot of sense. And I love to hear stuff from credible sources and people that know what they're talking about, because I'm thinking like maybe the money wasn't right. Maybe the money wasn't right with Fundora, and he's done. Or maybe he think this is about to be his last fight. He basically, the guy was saying on the Boxing Voice clip that Barbara sent me, that he basically was saying that excuse me. He basically was saying that Errol Spence is Errol Spence is basically selling himself to other promoters that prove that he can still draw and he still can fight. My thing is, he ain't never been a super duper draw. And that Terrence Crawford fight took a lot of air and a lot of momentum out of the motion that he had going on. So, he said that they really want Caleb Plant. You know what that's about. It's a white boy that can fight, talk well, speak well. They say like to do business, like that he don't come with conspiracy theories, excuses, and that he, you know, he's still in his prime, whatever. And they got a lot of offers for him to do business, and that Caleb Plant is virtually gone. He ain't fought since last March when he fought David Benavidez. So that's understandably so. So now, you know, basically the wagons are coming home, and that a lot of these guys can do what they want to do, and they can go do what they want to do because Al Heyman don't have a platform no more. And I told y'all the rumor was Prime Video was done with them after the Tank Davis fight, unless they can find an infusion of money from an investor. So, you know, with that being the case, that is what it is, man. So it makes sense now. So basically he's saying this is the last fight with PBC. And don't forget, right around that Crawford fight, you know, he signed with new management. And him and Al Heyman was butting heads because Al Heyman did not want to do the Crawford fight. He wanted to do the Canelo fight. That's what he promised his investors. And when Crawford lost, that blew the Canelo fight. And that fucked the money up. Because he didn't do Keith Thurman in the Canelo fight. But, you know, it was a pride thing. You know, like it or not, Kobe may not like it or not, but Errol Spence is still a Jamaican. He's still they are proud people. A Jamaican is very proud of his heritage, and it's hard to go back when you do some sucker shit. That's just what it is. It's hard to go back when you do some sucker shit. So that's life. You know, but he stood on something I could respect. I respect him on that standpoint. He said, fuck that. No, but he had to do it because you can't go. He liked to. Had he not still lived in Dallas and had moved to Cali or somewhere else, it may not look that bad. It's kind of like when you move out the hood. They're like, oh, you'll never come back to the hood. You think you're too good for the hood and all that shit. And you kind of be like, you know, you got to prove that you ain't too good for the hood when you're young and dumb and you come there sit on the porch with niggas and then, you know, they beef with niggas, y'all get shot up and shit. Nah, man, you move out the hood, man. You get up out of there. You don't have to listen to a lot of bullshit. You do it. You make, you know, you get clarity. You sleep better at night. You think better. You're more productive. You notice you start being around more productive and more successful people that contagious, productive, and good energy. You start to elevate. Now when you in the hood and they got mart liquor and they shooting and they ignorant and all that shit and a bunch of niggas that don't have no dreams or whatever. You put a kid in a better situation. You know, it's probably somebody who got the cure for cancer in the classroom. It's probably somebody who, you know, who very successful, could be very successful and be the most brilliant person on the planet sitting in a ghetto classroom right now. They in a Mustang GT. Brother got a white girl. And she the one driving it. But yeah, you could be that. You could be successful. I'm in Greensboro right now. You could be successful, but you never really know, man. You never really know. But if you move some of these kids and put them in more productive spaces, people in general, you watch how your life change, and you know how it change in the people that you're around. So, had he not lived in Dallas, he probably would have never fought him, to be honest. He would have heard about it when he went back to the crib, for sure. But he's a prideful guy, you know. And that I respect. And that I respect. Because a guy who don't have no pride don't fight Terrence Crawford. He just listen to the business and he all about the money, and that's what he about. That's what he go follow. So with this, so basically this is an audition for him to get a new contract somewhere, a new lucrative contract somewhere else. And it's a bad fight. I said this from the beginning, it's a bad matchup. It's a bad matchup. You know, new trainer, been off for over a year. What they say, it's sometime in October, been off for over a year. You know, don't got the head movement to get his head off the line from Fundora hooks. On the inside, don't have defense on the inside. Crawford exposed that. A sucker for uppercut, face falling apart, looked to be a little bit heavier than he should be, even in a 54-pound, going back to 154 because he already been there. Don't have a hook to bother Fundora. Really, you know, I'm looking at him and I just think it's a bad match, especially Fundora fight behind his height and his speed. He can stop Errol Spence. Errol Spence on the outside don't got a chance, and Errol Spence on the inside don't got a chance. So in that pocket, with Fundora, he sit there, he throw punches, and he give up his height. That's where he going to have to live at. You know, his jab, he going to have to out-jab Fundora. But the thing about out-jabbing Fundora from the southpaw position, you out-jabbing him. Then what? Errol going to throw the left hand. When Errol throw the left hand, he square up. All Fundora got to do is boom, boom. He make a lot of defensive mistakes, bro. I see this being, you know, Fundora's coming out party, being honest. I'm coming out. Hey. You know, if he lose this fight, man, Fundora need to just hang it up. It's a fight tailor-made for you. Double jab, triple jab, 2, 1, 2, hook, spin him. He get on the inside, uppercut. He don't move his head off the line. Errol don't catch and shoot. Errol throw punches. He square up. He don't bring his hands back home. He makes so many mistakes. You just look, and I knew Crawford would be able to expose those mistakes. You look at the number of mistakes that he make, and you just sit there like, damn. But basically, this is possibly his last fight with PBC, and I'm like, damn. Cool. So basically, he auditioned to get a new contract. He ain't never been a great ticket puller, never been a great pay-per-view puller. You know, he got to sell this fight with Fundora. Fundora really ain't a talker. He really ain't a talker. you know. But getting the belt matter. But it's an uphill battle for him. But if he come out and he make a statement, he win this fight, I mean, he back in the game. When Chingy say, valet in the game and they must be winning on how they is, he back in the game, he'll be winning. But I like Fundora in this fight, man. I said it before and I say it again. Just from an objective standpoint of view, I think Fundora can get the stoppage. I'd be upset if he didn't stop. From a Fundora point of view, he should be upset for him not being able to stop him. He should be highly upset. So, just my humble opinion on it. But if Errol gonna win this fight, he gonna win it with the jab and he gonna catch Fundora. But the thing is, how you get past that height is the question. He got to get a hook, or he got to get some head movement. And if he gonna break down Fundora, it's time to go back to being a body snatcher. When he Mexican, Mike McCullough was Mexican. He's going back. That'd be a good trainer for him. Go back to being a body snatcher. Rip the core up, break him down, then take him out late. You know, that's probably what he should do. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Shout out to Barbara for sending me that video. Shout out to her and her beautiful family, man. Love seeing their pictures, man. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link tree, find me on Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts. Check out the Patreon. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.